Are you trying to improve the design of your social media posts to better support your online sales? Well, you are in the right place. Join me as I walk you through 5 design strategies that just might be the creative twist your social media posts need in order to drive more sales. Social media can be a powerful tool when used right. It's all about getting the balance correct between aesthetic, branding, and user engagement. Today, we'll be exploring 5 key elements you should consider for designing high-impact social media posts. For this, we'll be designing social media posts for the fictional candle brand vibes I've created in this video. So, are you ready? Let's dive right in. Tip number 1. Use the 4:5 ratio for Instagram posts. I know what you think. Isn't Instagram all about the square format? Yes, but here's the thing. The 4:5 ratio takes up more space on the user screen than the standard 1:1 square format. More screen real estate means that your post has a greater chance to be seen and noticed. So if you haven't tried this magic trick yet, it's time to give it a go. Let me show you how. Today we're gonna have some fun with Adobe Illustrator for our banner design. But if you prefer Photoshop, Canva, or even Adobe Express, that's perfectly fine. The design principles I'm gonna show you are useful across all of the platforms. So let's open up Adobe Illustrator and create our artboard. First, create a new file. Then set the width to 1080 and the height to 1350 pixels. This is the 4:5 ratio. Make sure the document is set to RGB and then just hit the create button. Our document is now ready. Moving on to tip number 2, stay true to your branding. Be sure to stick to your unique color palette, fonts, and imagery across all your social media posts. These consistent visual elements are like a roadmap guiding your customers directly to your brand. It's all about being quickly recognizable and standing out among all of the other social media posts they see in their feed on a daily basis. As you can see, I've prepared all of our Vibe brand assets, our logo, color palette, chosen font, and even some mock-ups and illustrations. This makes it super simple for us to grab and use them whenever we need them. The third point to consider is making the product the star of your post. The product should be the primary focus of your post design. So make sure to use clear, close-up images that highlight its benefits and features. Remember, you want your customers to visualize themselves using and benefiting from this product. Now it's time to dive into designing our social media banner. We'll start with our brand's signature purple as the background. Next, let's center the candle mockup on the artboard. As our scent is named Sunset Serenade, I think we can craft an illustration of a setting sun to put behind the candle. To do this, I'm simply creating 2 circles and applying a blur effect. Here's a pro tip for you. Illustrator can sometimes create strange edges when blurring circles, but no worries, there's a simple solution. Just go to Effect, then go to Document Raster Effects Settings and ensure that the resolution is set to high. And remember to add at least 300 pixels around the object. When we apply our blurry effect again, the issue magically disappears. The key scent notes in this fragrance are blood orange, pink grapefruit, and sea salt. To mirror these in our design, we'll create some stylized waves. This is super easy. Just draw a straight line, then go to Effect, Distort and Transform, Zigzag. Now play around with the settings until you're happy with your waves. Then expand the object and duplicate it to connect the wavy lines using the pen tool. Finally, tweak the fill color and remove the stroke. If you want a sneak peek of how your banner will look when exported, then here's a cool trick. Simply go to View, Trim View. Then you can keep fine-tuning your elements for the best visual balance. And finally, for an added touch of depth into our banner design, let's put the candle between some of the waves. Next, tip number 4, go big and bold with your typography. Remember, you want your brand to stand out even on the tiniest screens. But be sure that the typography you use is a perfect match for your brand style. It's no secret that most of your customers are gonna be scrolling their feed on a mobile device. Eye-catching typography typography doesn't just draw the eye. It's also your secret weapon to highlight key selling points, exciting deals, and price tags. In our scenario, we want to put the spotlight on our candle's fragrance. So we're going for a punchy short headline. Let's type in salty citrus and select our desired typeface. Then let's play around with the free transform tool to tweak the typography just so. To add a bit of flair, let's go to Object, Offset Pad and add a shape that follows our text's outline. And there you have it, simple as that. Our final tip, use carousel posts for higher engagement. Seamless carousel posts are a great way to showcase your product in a more fun and engaging way. They can tell a story about your product, guide the customers through the product's features, or even showcase testimonials. Plus, they tend to receive higher engagement as they encourage the users to swipe through to see more. Just make sure that the first image is captivating enough to prompt the user to swipe through. So, in order to create a seamless carousel post in Adobe Illustrator, you need to create a new document. This time we're gonna use the 1:1 ratio. Choose the number of artboards that you're gonna need, and for us this will be 3. Then go ahead and create your document. Now here's a trick to tidy up your artboards. Click on the little menu button in the artboards panel, select rearrange all artboards, arrange by row, then type 0 pixels for spacing and hit OK. Now your artboards are ready and you can start designing. Again, I've gathered all of my assets for easy access plus a quick sketch I made in Procreate to guide my design process. When it comes to carousel posts, there are a few golden rules. First, make sure your objects and text flow smoothly from one artboard to the next, offering just a small glimpse that will keep your users scrolling through the entire carousel. Second, utilize your brand patterns, illustrations, images, mockups, and any other design goodies to fill up the white space and highlight your product. And finally, you need a clear concept. In our case, we are revisiting our sunset and waves theme from the single image banner. So let's dive right in and start designing.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
As we have more white space here, I'm gonna add the key benefits of our candle. The candle is made out of soy wax and essential oils. The burning time is 24 hours and it has a rich aroma. It's also super important to add a clear call to action, which in our case will be the Shop Now button. For the final touches, let's sprinkle in some sea salt grain illustrations to add some texture to our carousel design. And finally, I'm going to use the pencil tool to draw some waves for even more detail. And there you have it. Here's a quick preview of our finished carousel post design. To export, simply highlight all of the artboards, export them separately, and remember to stack them in the right order when creating your social media post. And that's how it will look like when we upload it on Instagram. I'm sure these strategies will help you take your social media posts to the next level and drive more sales to your online shop. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for more content like this one. Check my website at alpena.design and go to the resources page for some awesome free e-commerce and design resources. You will find a link where you can download the freebies in the description box below. And if you have more free time, check out this video where I show you all of the new Illustrator features and how to use them for your design process. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video.